On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay for the games that are happening on Saturday, March 26, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is New Orleans Pelicans vs San Antonio Spurs. New Orleans Pelicans -5. And here is why. The San Antonio Spurs are averaging 112.9 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 113.4 points on 46.9% shooting. Dejounte Murray is averaging 20.9 points and 8.3 rebounds, while Keldon Johnson is averaging 16.4 points and 1.9 assists. Jakob Poeltl is the third double-digit scorer, and Lonnie Walker-IV is dishing 2.1 assists. The San Antonio Spurs are shooting 35.2% from beyond the arc and 74.8% from the free throw line. The San Antonio Spurs are allowing 35.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.3 rebounds per game. The San Antonio Spurs are targeting a third straight victory. It's been a successful road trip so far, topping Golden State in the first game of the trek, and were labeled 9.5-point favorites in a 133-96 road win against the Trailblazers on Wednesday night. The Spurs are now 11th in the conference and have posted a 5-5 record in their last 10 games overall. Dejounte Murray continues to shine, collecting 28 points in Wednesday's victory and has averaged 25.2 points this month. The 25-year-old point guard is sporting an average of 20.9 PPG and 8.3 RPG on the year. Keldon Johnson has now connected on at least 50% of his field goals in 3 out of his last 5 games. The 22-year-old small forward has increased his season average to 16.4 PPG and 6.1 RPG. Lonnie Walker-IV has missed the last 2 games with a back injury and is questionable. The young shooting guard is a key piece to this team, averaging 12.2 PPG. The San Antonio Spurs are a hard team to trust because you simply never know which side is going to show up. The New Orleans Pelicans have shown far and away more signs of life, and that includes winning their last 5 games by an average of 7.2 points. The Pelicans also win in the favored role by an average of 7.3 points. We're not being asked to lay anything crazy here. Give me the Pels at home. Our second parlay is Orlando Magic vs Sacramento Kings. Orlando Magic -3.5 points. And here is why. The Magic are one of the worst home teams in the NBA, with just 10 home wins on the season. They have, however, played better in recent weeks. Coming into this game, the Magic are 4-6 in their past 10 games despite the loss on Wednesday night. In addition, the Magic will have the services of Carter Jr. Saturday night, which should give them a distinct advantage on the glass against a Kings team playing once again with Sabonis. If Fox is unable to go, the Kings' mediocre offense will take another hit. Anthony may have his way with the Kings, particularly without Fox. In the first matchup at Sacramento, Anthony scored 33 points and added 8 rebounds. Fox, along with recently departed Halliburton, led the Kings in scoring in the first matchup, but the Kings will have to look elsewhere in this matchup. Orlando has been able to get some good looks at young players, such as point guard Anthony, center Mo Bamba and forward Franz Wagner, along with Carter Jr. Anthony leads the team in both scoring and assists. Carter Jr. leads the team in rebounding and is third in scoring. Wagner, the second-year forward out of Michigan, has shown promise in an increased role this season, averaging over 15 points per game, which is second on the team. Bamba leads the team in blocked shots this season. Finally, Okeke, a 2019 first-round pick out of Auburn, is averaging close to 10 points per game and over 5 rebounds per game over the last 10 games in an increased role. Orlando is 29th in the NBA in scoring this season at 104 points per game, while shooting just 43% overall, 28th in the league. Orlando shoots the 3-ball at under 29%, also good for 28th in the league. Defensively, is a bit stronger at 18th in the NBA in defensive efficiency and 19th in points allowed per game at 111. The Magic are living through the difficulties that come with having a young point guard with a team 26th in the NBA in assists-turnover ratio. Finally, Orlando is 23rd in the NBA in total rebounding percentage. The Sacramento Kings are averaging 110.5 points on 45.9% shooting and allowing 115.8 points on 48.1% shooting. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 23.2 points and 3.9 rebounds, while Domantas Sabonis is averaging 18.9 points and 12.3 rebounds. Harrison Barnes is the third double-digit scorer, and Davion Mitchell is grabbing 2.1 rebounds. The Sacramento Kings are shooting 34.5% from beyond the arc and 76.8% from the free throw line. The Sacramento Kings are allowing 36.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.1 rebounds per game. The Sacramento Kings look like a team that's given up on the season as the losses are getting out of control, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 6.2 points. The Kings lose on the road by an average of 7.4 points. The Orlando Magic have actually played some of their best ball as of late, and while the numbers are still rough, they've been decent by their standards. Give me the Magic in the small chalk. Our third parlay pick is Toronto Raptors vs Indiana Pacers. Toronto Raptors -9. And here is why. The Raptors will not have any issues coming away with a win in this one and have the advantages, no matter which way you look at it. Indiana is up against the wall battling injuries, and with a host of starters out, they will have issues both finding offense and finding supporting defense. Add in Toronto being almost completely healthy and their length and athleticism on the perimeter on both ends, and this is a perfect opportunity to come away with a win. Offensively, the Raptors continue to have some work to do if they want to find themselves competing every night with some of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. They rank 19th in the league in scoring and three-point percentage, while also ranking 26th in field goal percentage. While second-chance opportunities have been instrumental to their success this season, they could have a tough time finding that same success in this one. Pascal Siakam, 22.2 ppg, 8.3 rpg, and Fred VanVleet, 20.8 ppg, 6.8 app, have established themselves as one of the best duos in the league, and while underrated, remain dangerous. Adding in Anunoby, 17.4 ppg, and Scott Barnes, 15.3 ppg, this team has some lengthy scorers at their disposal. The issue is after Barnes, the scoring depth is a struggle, which is an issue that they'll need to solve sooner rather than later. The good news is that the defensive side of things has been instrumental in picking up the slack of the offense's shortcomings. Ranked 9th in the league in scoring defense, they have the ability and length on the perimeter to make life incredibly challenging for the Pacers. Having Trent Jr. 1.8 SPG would be a massive boost, while Chris Boucher 1.0 BPG should continue to be an enforcer inside. The Indiana Pacers aren't winning, covering numbers or playing defense lately, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 6 points. The Toronto Raptors have had recent success covering numbers, and they usually win games they're supposed to win. This line is steep, so I'd look at other options if possible, but it's Raptors or pass for me. The Pacers are ready for the season to end. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.